And we're getting news now of another India Today sting operation. Impact Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi, while speaking to us, has promised to take action against his party leader Tariq Siddiqui. He was caught in the sting operation at the Congress headquarters, assuring our reporters that he would readily convert their black money into white, give them new currency notes. He also claimed that he has contacts with money launderers. Listen in to what Rahul Gandhi told us.
एक स्टिंग किया है जिसमें कांग्रेस से लेके एनसीपी और बीएसपी के नेता शामिल हैं और जो काला धन को सफेद कर रहे हैं।
मैंने अभी कहा है, अगर ऐसा काम किसी ने भी हमारी पार्टी में किया है, हम स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन लेंगे।
All right, Maushmi Singh now joining us live on that story. In fact, she's the one who spoke to the Congress Vice President when he says that action will be taken. Exactly what kind of action? Will it be something wishy-washy, a slap on the wrist by maybe suspending him for a couple of days, or will it be something concrete? Because remember, Maushmi, not only did he offer to launder money, but he did it while sitting inside the AICC.
That's right, Padmaja. Actually, this sting operation is a huge embarrassment for the Congress party because if you remember, just minutes before Rahul Gandhi gave us that reaction, he was in a press conference launching a frontal attack on the Prime Minister and saying that he had matters and evidences of personal corruption of the Prime Minister on the demonetization issue. So now, after this sting, the Congress party has actually been stunned by the way the Congress leader has been caught on camera, and clearly it's at the Congress headquarters, which is a huge embarrassment for the Congress party, and Rahul Gandhi thereby assuring that he would take action. But this is actually, I think, more in terms of assurances, because if they're really serious, they should sack that person, sack the leader Tariq Siddiqui, and the Congress leaders we spoke to behind closed doors admit that this sting operation is a huge setback for the Congress party as it corners the government on the demonetization issue.
All right, Maushmi, just stay with me because our sting operation has caused a ripple across political circles. The expose has left several political parties red-faced. BJP has latched onto what was caught on our cameras to launch an offensive against the combined opposition. The Congress raked up the scam taint against Kiran Rijiju in Parliament. The BJP put up a strong counter. In fact, the Neta Cash Mafia expose that nails politicians across political lines was quoted by Union Minister Anant Kumar, who led the attack, saying that the Congress was itself involved in a conspiracy against the government's fight back against black money. Our team exposed beyond any doubt how political leaders from different parties were willing to convert black money into white. GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP with us on the phone line now. GVL Narasimha Rao, first of all, your first impression on how these are politicians who on the one hand are talking about the cash crunch, how the Aam Aadmi is suffering in ATM queues. The Aam Aadmi is not getting his hands on the cash because these khas netas are siphoning it off.
I think your expose, I think it reveals the shocking facts about some political leaders and political parties using their office premises for converting black money into white. They have become money launderers and hawala operators. This is certainly the public is going to be extremely worried about these developments, and these political parties must come out and then take action against all concerned, and they owe an explanation to the people as to how their office bearers sitting in offices were negotiating deals for conversion of money black into white. And since when have they become money launderers and hawala operators? The people have really suspected this for a long time. But for the first time, you have evidence of political leaders engaging in such dubious operations. You have caught them on camera.
Okay, GVL Narasimha Rao, tell me this. If and we have to tell our viewers that right now there is no leader of the BJP caught in this operation. But if tomorrow something like that was to be found against anyone from your party, would you be as vocal in taking action?
Without a doubt. I think the Prime Minister has, Honorable Prime Minister has initiated a massive scourge, massive attack against corruption and black money. Anyone involved irrespective of their background and affiliation, will be proceeded against. I do not think anybody in the BJP would have the guts to do it. If anybody, there is an iota of evidence against anybody, I can assure you they will be sacked without a delay.
Because Jivel Narasimha Rao, when we spoke to members of the Congress, in fact, the Vice President of the Congress, Rahul Gandhi, also Sharad Yadav of the JDU, they said that if the BJP is so concerned about corruption, why are they not addressing the issue of Kiran Rijiju, which the opposition took up inside Parliament today? These are small fish who are indulging in petty corruption, according to them, whereas you have a minister who stands accused of corrupt practices.
No, these charges are entirely bogus. We have answered them in detail yesterday. And by merely writing a letter and taking the grievances of the people of his constituency to the concerned ministry to have the grievances looked into and examined, does not amount to any amount of interference or corruption. And all these contracts which actually they are questioning, they were actually cleared and they were mostly executed when the Congress was in power from 2004 to 2014. So the Congress is implicating itself if they say there is anything untoward in this contract. All that Mr. Rijiju had done was to take the grievances of the local people of his constituency to be examined and looked into, and that every public representative, that's the duty of a public representative, to ensure that grievances of his people are looked into. But by no means has he authorized any people. And the CVO, the Chief Vigilance Officer who has submitted this report, is a political henchman for the Congress party. He has been removed from office.
Okay, let me ask you a final question about Mr. Rijiju, because I also want to bring in Tom Vadakkan then. So are you saying if the CVO, the Chief Vigilance Officer, is a political henchman, so is Goboi Rijiju? Because there is an audio conversation where he's saying very clearly, आपका promotion होने वाला है, अगर भैया से कोई मदद चाहिए, and he's obviously referring to Kiran Rijiju, then you ask me.
Hello?
Yes, Jivel Narasimha Rao.
Yeah, so, no, anybody can go and claim anything. But does that mean that this any kind of access to the minister concerned? And has anything been done to favor any officer? The Congress party is, I think, this Satish Verma is already exposed. His dubious credentials are already known. He is a charge-sheeted officer. He is the same officer who tried to implement BJP leaders at the behest of the Congress party. So he should quit the service and join the Congress party rather than indulging in these fraudulent acts. Okay,
but if we just to bring back the topic to the sting operation that we conducted on the issue of demonetization on leaders across political parties, I also want to bring in Tom Vadakkan now. It's All India Currency Congress, says Mr. Prakash Javadekar, after one of your men, Mr. Vadakkan, is caught on camera saying, I'll take 30% cut, but मैं तुम्हारे करोड़ रुपए जो है launder करा दूंगा.
Mr. Javadekar, Mr. Rao, they're all now last 15 hours full of adjectives, fraudulent, what all they call the Congress party. Why are they so rattled is a simple question that I'm asking. There is this whole issue about the Home Minister, the honest icon who'd speak up, and now all that charges have come against him. It is now said that this was during the Congress period. The fact of the matter, Mr. Rijiju was also belonged to the Congress party, so they'll blame his DNA. So be what it may, now they've been caught with literally with the hands in wherever you want to explain it.
No, but as far as
let me complete.
Tariq Siddiqui, he was sitting inside the AICC headquarters, Mr. Vadakkan, and it's not that anyone can just saunter into the AICC headquarters and sit there and cut deals to change 1 crore rupees into new currency in a matter of hours, Mr. Vadakkan.
Padmaja, if you have ever been, you've not done any beta operation in the AICC because you have been always at the desk. Now, let me tell you something.
AICC as a matter of fact, Mr. Vadakkan, I have come to the AICC.
No, you may have come as a visitor. No, let me explain.
Yes, but it's not as if in the AICC anyone can sit behind a desk and start cutting deals.
No, just a minute. This gentleman has no table, no room, nothing. There are many people who walk into the AICC, they walk in the corridors, including monkeys, dogs and peacocks. So every time any individual, unlike the BJP office, which is totally the gates are always closed. Our gates are all open. All sort of characters come inside. We've had attacks on our leaders. We have people throwing chappals at our leaders.
Well, Mr. Vadakan, in that case, I really think maybe you should beef up the security, because if touts and wheeler dealers are going to come and occupy the Congress headquarters, it is, I think, more detrimental to the party than anyone else. But I'll let Jivel Narasimha Rao respond to that.
Padmaja, just
look at the irony.
24 hours, our gates are open to public.
Hello?
Okay, so 24 hours your gates are open to the public, but here are wheeler dealers who are coming and occupying corners of your office. That is really not doing any favors to the party, Mr. Vadakan. That was my limited point, but I'll let Jivel Narasimha Rao respond. Yes.
No, I think look at the arrogance and look at the party leaders. The gentleman who's been he works for their minority cell. He's been there. You have flashed pictures of him with all the top leaders of the Congress party. He was able to sit inside the office and do all this transaction. And the Congress spokesperson calls him dogs and cats and whatnot. I think, is this the language you use for your own party leaders, party office bearers, who actually use your office premises for doing their transactions, for doing this shady transaction? I think the matter certainly needs action. To my mind, should actually should be investigated by the Congress party itself. They should have taken action against it. And doing that, they are saying our office is open for any shady transactions, any shady operations. We keep our office open. Is that what does that really make out? What does it sound? It seems like a AICC office is a hub for doing all shady activities in the nation's capital.
Okay, and also just by the way, he's not just some character, Mr. Vadakan, who has walked into the AICC headquarters. He has also been a member of the Delhi Minorities Finance Corporation. But when you say, okay, so let me bring the issue back to the point where Mr. Rahul Gandhi has said that action will be taken. What kind of action can we expect against this man who says 1 crore rupees of new currency will be given to you within hours? My cut is 30%. This is, by the way, 1 crore in currency which will be taken away from the hands of the common man who will be waiting for it outside an ATM or a bank, Mr. Vadakan.
Padmaja, this party who's accusing us of all this, on visual media, the candid camera carried the fact that the president of the party, of the Bharatiya Janata Party, was seen taking bribes. It's still on your cameras. And now this party is coming and giving us a lecture. If there is an individual, we will throw him out of the party, rest assured. We are not the types who take and tolerate this. They had a Bharatiya Janata Party president who was taking money and he said he wanted it in dollars. Do you forget that? That's
of
quick.
Course not, but Mr. Vadakan, for how long can you keep flogging the Bangaru Lakshman horse?
Yes. That is memory aid.
It was done, it was printed, they were embarrassed, they were humiliated. But that still doesn't condone what a member of your party is doing now.
He is just a nobody in our party. We will fire him if we find details of this any of these activities on record. But my suspicion is that he's a mole of the Bharatiya Janata Party operating to ensure a cover operation, a fig leaf for this government that stands exposed.
Okay, I'll let Jivel Narasimha Rao respond to that. A mole of the BJP planted in AICC.
Oh, so these Congress party's offices are always open for other parties to come. This is a farcical accusation. He's actually accusing your channel. He's accusing the media of planting somebody in their offices and carrying out sting operation against the Congress party. He's not actually accusing the BJP because we have nothing to do with this sting operation. It's a sting operation by the media, by the India Today channel and Aaj Tak. He's actually trying to really shoot the messenger rather than accept the guilt, take action against him and give the confidence to the people that they will stop this practice of operating as a money laundering party.
So far at least the Congress Vice President has accepted that if he's a member of the party, action is going to be initiated. We're going to keep a close watch on that. Meanwhile, maybe the Congress will consider beefing up the security of their headquarters in Delhi as well. Thank you very much, Mr. Tom Vadakan and Jivel Narasimha Rao for joining us.